Y'all, welcome to my channel. Today we're going to be doing a hair tutorial. I think I have 2 videos up, but we're going to be consistent this year. 2025 is the year that we get everything that we want and everything that our goals accomplished, and YouTube has been my goal for the longest. So this video is going to be a hair tutorial. Like I said, I have 18, 20-inch and 22-inch hair. We're going to be doing a drastic change today. This is not well, probably will be a new color. I seen this tutorial on TikTok, and I've been wanting to change. I haven't been doing my hair. I've been wearing a wig for the past 2 weeks, maybe. Yeah, 2 weeks, probably like 3 weeks, because I've been just deciding what I was going to do with these bundles. And I think we're going to go ahead and dye them, y'all, and we're going to go red. We're going to go red. So I already got everything that I need. In the next clip, y'all going to see everything that I'm using to dye these red. But we're going to go red. I'm going to dye my leave out red. I'm not going to dye my whole head red because my hair is already like kind of over processed. So I'm hoping everything goes good. Okay, y'all, so let's go ahead and get into this video. It's gonna be nice and short and cute. Make sure y'all cutting off all y'all tags to start off with. And I use BW2. I think you can't really see it, but I use BW2 by Clairol. And I also use the small applicator brush. If you have a big one, you can make sure you use that because that's all I had. So we was gonna work with what we had. So next I'm going in with my Clairol BW2, and I'm just using the container that it came in with. And I'm also using my Pure White 20 Cream Developer by Clairol. And I'm gonna go ahead and pour that in, start mixing that up. And you can get choose your own consistency. I did add a little bit more to make it thinner because I was bleaching 3 bundles, so I needed to make sure that I had enough product to go around. And I'm just mixing. And I did start from the bottom and work my way up to the top. I don't have no set way that I do this. This was trial and error. So once I flipped it, I was going from the top to the bottom. But y'all, make sure that y'all open y'all bundles before putting this bleach on y'all bundles, because I felt like I was working harder for no reason, and I don't like to work harder. But make sure y'all open y'all bundles up, okay? I kept it like this. Don't ask me why I kept it like this, but make sure y'all open y'all bundles up, and y'all gonna see that I did eventually end up opening my bundles up. Also, make sure y'all have like a wig brush or like a brush on hand to be able to comb the color through the hair. The bleach did not make my hair blotchy because I didn't use one, but I felt like it would have just been more easier and better if I had a brush on hand to be able to comb the bleach through, if that makes sense. Also, when y'all bleaching y'all bundles, make sure you're getting that bleach all the way to the top of the weft. Unless you're going for a dark root, just make sure you coloring the top of the weft, because people can see that, like, you know what I'm saying. So just make sure you combing the top, you putting that, applying that color to the top of the weft. Other than that, those were my trial and errors. Everything still came out good, but that's what I would do differently when I do it again. And you see, like, none of that color got penetrated. So this is me going back and having to basically open the bundles, which made it even harder, and then applying that on like that. And y'all, so this is me finished. Once I finished applying all the color, the bleach, the hair really did turn quickly. This hair I got from my local beauty supply store. So these were bundles at my beauty supply store, and the hair is actually good hair. Like, I don't have no complaints. It took to the color well, even though I still just let that sit for like 20 to 30 minutes. And this is me just rinsing it out. Your hair wasn't going to get too bright because we did use that 20 developer, and we've taken it from that dark brown on up. I did go ahead and shampoo the bundles, but I did not add any conditioner because we are going to be doing a watercolor method and putting a rinse on it. And this is just the color that it came out after the fact. It actually came out like, you know, like a 30, I would say. And that's the color that I was going for. I didn't want it too bright because remember, this is we're going for a cherry bomb color. So this actually came out right. And once was getting into my watercolor method, I did go ahead and boil the water on the stove. And I got that bowl from like Dollar Tree. And so I'm just going to go ahead and add my color. The first color I added in was Wild Cherry. And y'all, that's the only color that I got. I didn't get to show y'all any other colors because my son was in there and he was like, he wanted to help. And I let him help me put the color in the water. So I'm going to tell y'all right now. I used Wild Cherry, Crimson, and Intense Red, all by Adore. I'm going to say it once again for y'all. I used Wild Cherry, Crimson, and Intense Red. I'm sorry I didn't show y'all, but I'm so sorry. So, y'all, once we got all the colors in, and you're going to see that's my son, he adding his in. And then I come behind him and I'm adding my color in, the other color in. Once I got all that in, I did just go ahead and start mixing that up. And we're gonna see, we still adding. I was probably telling him like, come on, make sure you got everything in there. But so now I'm just mixing. And you just want to keep mixing until you feel like you got all that color in the water, that everything is evenly in the water. And once I was done mixing, I just went ahead and started dropping my hair in there. And this would be a good point in using a wig brush or some type of brush too, so that way you could brush the hair while you're doing it and make sure that color is getting distributed evenly. I did not do that, but I knew that I was gonna let my hair sit. So if you're not planning on letting your hair sit and you're just trying to 1-2 bam, make sure you got a brush up on hand to be able to get that color evenly. But I did go in one by one, dropping my color in there and just keep dropping it in there, making sure the color was distributed evenly all in. And then I just let it sit in there. I did use my applicator brush to, like, you know, move it around a little bit. But I did let my hair sit in this water for at least 2 hours. I did. And y'all, y'all came this far, and I know y'all want to see the color of these bundles and the color that it came out. But I have another video after this one, and you guys can see it there, okay? So go watch the other video with the whole application process.